Hello, everyone, and welcome to Animazing Collector Circle Chat group, where we have amazing members that you see right here talking about maybe your favorite topics, and we may ramble, usually do. But before we get to the topic of the day, let's go through the members. If this is your first time listening to us or watching, let's start out with Brandon.
Hey everyone, I'm Brandon. Thanks again for having me. And I've been a collector of anime, video games, manga for some time. And yeah, I'm just happy to be here.
I'm Domino. I've been here for pretty much all of those things now. I collect a variety of things from anime to video games to manga to art books to random figures, especially Bad Prestos and stuff, Bandai's because they're so cheap. and yeah, I'm glad to be here again.
Hello. My name's Roger. I actually run Animazing Collections and Company. It's a pleasure working with everybody. Like the others here, I collect different things, but I kind of focus on anime. I kind of like have a minor interest in manga. I also like figures and other things as well. Thank you for having me again.
Hello. My name's Jenny. I collect anime, figures, manga, do a little bit of cosplay, so I'm happy to be here.
And video games.
Oh yes, lots of
Yep.
video games, for sure. How could I forget?
Hey everyone, I'm the mysterious Koyomi, and I collect anime, manga, figures, some anime art. Um, oh, that pretty much covers it. And video games too, of course.
Hey, I'm Ninja, not the Fortnite player. I hate that game.
Wow.
Collect collect anime, manga, games, all the kinds of stuff. Mainly manga. I got like 6 bookshelves now.
Nice.
5 of them are manga.
Nice.
Welcome aboard, Ninja.
Yeah, welcome. Um, my name's Ed, and I collect a little bit of everything, anime, manga, whatnot. Just trying to get a hold of all these wonderful collectors here with their own specialties and talk about the latest news, or at least late-ish news, that can kind of diverge into other aspects, but more of the whole Animago aspect of
Oh,
how
yeah.
that's going, and then also just in general with the whole Sony Crunchyroll, kind of like how that's moving. What's your thoughts there on shipping and your feedback on that topic in general? So we can
Hacking
we can
there.
start with Animago a little bit and then kind of go from there.
Well, Animigo's been around there pretty much. I consider them to be some of the original pioneers of anime releasing in America. They released the first uncut anime for us to buy with Madlock Zero One. They've kind of been like with the anime community pretty much there. They're founded by a bunch of geeks and they like the anime. Of course, I bought that and they had the Bubblegum Crisis as a classic. It's been around ever since. The concern is my concern, personal concern is whenever you have somebody taking over something, because Mr. Woodhead and his wife is stepping down from doing their main thing with Animago, and somebody from was it something or rather OCD or is taking over. I'm not familiar with that guy, so I'm concerned is that whenever there's a new person taking over a culture, they're going to inevitably want to put their flavor into it. So how much of a change are we going to have in Animega? Will it still put out physical stuff? Are they going to reintroduce old properties? Are they going to just do streaming? Are there going to be something like Welcome to Animego? By the way, you can buy our software for how much for that? So I've heard from every single veteran I could talk to that everybody's happy with the person that took, I forget his name, that took over Animago.
Justin.
Perhaps my concerns are unfounded, but again, I am very concerned what's going to happen. Animago has used to be a pretty regular releaser stuff. After All My Goddess, they kind of dropped below the radar for releasing new stuff. They kind of they're not even doing they're not really doing the Viz thing. When Viz always puts out the same stuff they had, they just re-release in another set again and again and again. Animego's been kind of like a hibernating bear. That's been there. They have interesting properties. They let some stuff go. So I'm kind of concerned about it.
We have that Kickstarter that some people are probably thinking about, the Macross 2 Lovers.
Yeah, the Macross one, I got an email regarding that, and they
Yeah.
said that there's not going to be any change regarding that
exactly.
situation, which is great. But I am a little concerned as far as Kickstarter projects go in the future, because Woodhead is going to be retiring eventually once all this is done. So I wonder what that's going to say about Kickstarter-funded projects. Now, I will tell you about Media OCD. The actual company, they're like a distribution service that's known for they're like an indie label, and they're most well known in the anime industry for producing like discotheque media releases. From what I've found in other companies, including like Anime Limited, NIS, America, and even 11 Arts. So
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see as far as like even if they stay on the physical side of releasing anime titles. I'll be curious to see as far as what packaging will be done, or if they're going to go the route to not sell physical media and just do Kickstarter funded. And I mean, I'd be okay with either one, you know, because I'm
Do
sure
they actually handle all of Discotheque or some of it?
that I don't know. They handle at least some of it, from what
It's a good
I've
majority
read
of it.
online. Yeah.
I wouldn't say all of it, but a good portion is handled by his group, and he's really close to that team and really into physical media. So
That's promising, at least.
the only issue
Yeah.
I see is that he's learning a lot about the actual distribution portion of it and physical media um, aspect of delivering to customers. Since I think he's only really been dealing with the uh, creating the disc portion side and then leaving it there. Now he has to deal with the whole process. So that's going to be interesting moving forward to see how he deals with that. But I think he's willing to take the challenge, though it's a lot of work for one guy. So he has a team, but I don't know how that team will be regulating this. So it's promising, but we have to we have to see what happens moving forward for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I just think that again, what we know from Animego is going to change. I think it's going to be like what happened with Pioneer and Genon. Eventually, you have Pioneer Genon titles, simply kind of move out, move out
Mm,
Animego. Say, welcome to OCD, and this was what we were going to be doing. So it's hard to say. I mean, if there actually was, I'm not sure if OCD was actually choosing titles for Discotheque, or they simply were getting stuff to make for Discotheque. Do you know that, Ed?
they were just getting stuff to be made. So
All right, so
they're
we're
not
not.
the ones making the decisions usually, at least from my understanding. It could be different internally, but from what I've heard, it's
They're
really more of they get the material or they try to find the material and then make it better from a visual audio perspective, from a physical and streaming sense.
Yeah, they do a lot of the video post production
Right. Yep.
for like producing DVD, Blu-rays, and 4K
Mm-hmm.
UHD stuff. So yeah,
So they make like the masters or something like that, and then
they
they
do.
just send it over to the people to be distributed.
Yeah, so they do like the encoding on disc. So like, let's say they do a licensing deal with a Japanese studio, a licensor um, that has the masters for, let's say, Macross Frontier. And let's say they bring it over here. Let's say Ego brings it over here, and they'll end up encoding it from the masters, and they'll be producing it on DVD, Blu-ray, etc. So that's basically what Media OCD's role is. Essentially, is they just do a lot of the post-production work.
Right.
So yeah, like you were saying, it'll be interesting to see how, with this change, how that's going to affect um, commercializing physical anime titles and what that might mean for companies like Discotheque, as far as acquiring licenses. So that'll be interesting too. Maybe Anime Ego will have the ability to license more titles or something.
Yes, it's been a long time since I've seen anything new from Animego for anime. Like I said, I think the last thing I've seen was Oh My Goddess.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
was a oh my god, should I say oh my god? That was like several like decades. It seems to me like decades ago. So since then, they got involved with like samurai movies and such like that, real actor stuff. So it's interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen with them.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely something to look forward to. But I don't think they're going to take away their name. I think Animego will stay for quite a bit.
Yeah, I think it will too. Yeah.
I don't see that leaving.
At least they talk to everybody. Like, I don't know much about the company or anything, but at least he came out with like a letter and everything,
Yeah.
like talking to everyone. That's more than Right Stuff did.
Yeah.
The owner of Right Stuff didn't come out and say, "Hey, Right Stuff's still gonna be the same, guys. We got your back." No,
Yeah,
no,
because it's so.
not really.
I'm a
Back
little.
in
He was
the
just,
Crunchyroll and Fun and Right Stuff. Yeah, that whole mess.
yeah,
That's still a
Yeah.
mess, by the
yeah.
way.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's
I'll say something about that. Okay, so
uh-oh.
back in the day, Right Stuff. I ordered the third volume of Rose of Requiem Night, Requiem of a Rose Night, or whatever the heck it's called. And it went out. Nobody was restocking it, so you can get 1 through 16 no problem. But number 3 was the one that people are trying to sell for $100 on eBay now, and you're like, oh. So I had this pre-order on Right Stuff forever. Then the merge happened, so I kind of basically wrote it off. And I finally gave Robert's Anime Corner a try, and their shipping is ridiculously stupid. But I did get Lovecom from them, whatever. But I also put in an order for the Volume 3 because they said they could get it, but randomly enough, Crunchyroll somehow sent me just yesterday the third volume of Requiem of a Rose. And I was like, what the heck? So I'm going to have to say Crunchyroll wins that battle. And better shipping. So I will give Crunchyroll that. But man, do their support suck.
Did you get like, you know what you got to do? I can tell you.
If
So
you're talking about
basically,
the little chat thingy in the corner, no, that didn't work.
oh, it actually did for me, which is
For
weird
me,
because oh, okay, yeah, they
four
sent.
times,
Oh
and
wow.
every single one of them said, "Oh, we're gonna escalate it, so they'll read it." And it still took 3 months for them to actually comment, and they were like, "Oh, sorry, we already refunded you." I'm like, "Yeah, that was the point. I was trying to keep you from refunding me. I wanted my box. It wasn't my fault you screwed up my label."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Yeah, but that seems to be the only way you can get a hold of anybody. But yeah, they all say the same thing.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
absolutely useless. Uh, so it took forever for them to refund me, and I wasn't even asking for a refund. I just wanted them to try again because it wasn't even. I didn't say send it back. That never got to my house. Some idiot said we couldn't deliver it and sent it back.
See, now I got an email because I asked, when is I'm dumb because I didn't look at the site or they changed it. But the Lovecom live action I ordered looked like it was out. But then the date changed to March, I think. I swear it wasn't.
I thought somebody posted one of their haul posts, and they had two side by side, and I thought for sure one was the live action, but I guess
No, no, it's not. Because I went back on their site and checked that the date was actually late March. Now I asked them, when is this coming out? Oh, I'll escalate it. Well, then I do get an email back from somebody, and they said, no, that comes out in March. And I went, it does? And then I looked recently and went, oh, okay, it does. Yeah.
I figured it came out later, but I swear I saw somebody posted a picture of it on their saying, "Hey, look what came in," and I was like, "Oh, they do have a live action for that."
Have
but,
Have you
but
confirmed on another website that it does come out later on in March?
I think I did check on, I think I checked on Robert's Anime Corner, and it wasn't out yet either, but I can double check today,
Okay.
but I think you should order from Crunchyroll. It's at your own risk. Godspeed, kind of thing. I would be careful. I wouldn't order any figures from them. One, they're way too expensive. Two, their shipping for figures is horrendous.
Now, to the figure point, actually,
DVD.
before anything, their figures in general, yes, are more expensive, but if you
Yeah.
do go into their sales, there are a few that are actually cheaper at times.
I don't care. I don't want the box coming to me smashed because there's nothing in there to protect it. So,
Mine actually
yeah.
had some air packets in mine.
Yeah, I had nothing. They shipped.
Wow.
I had The World Ends with You figures. I meant to do like a series of videos where I just posted pictures of how horrible the shipping is from different places cuz like people don't believe you.
Oh sure. Yeah, no, that would be good actually.
Where it looked like the box had been kicked across the room.
I can confirm even
Oh,
Amazon
no.
says March 26th for the Lovecom live action Blu-ray.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, then there we go.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Then they were then we thought we saw it, but we really didn't. It was the regular one, I'm assuming.
There is
You know, the one thing that really drives me crazy about Crunchyroll is that they do not differentiate between out of stock and out of print.
Yeah. they
Yeah.
don't at
You know,
all.
Right Stuff at least would say no longer available, and at that point you knew you were screwed.
Yep.
And that it was usually pretty accurate.
Yep.
This one you're worried sometimes for no reason. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
with
know.
Crunchyroll, it's like it'll just go out of stock, and you're like, is it gone? I don't know.
Like, do they?
Or it
completely
might be
kill
gone,
it?
and then all of a sudden they find a batch.
Which
Well, I
happens
think
we
before Red
found.
Stuff, to be honest.
Well,
Not
I think
often.
with some of it though, like especially with Lovecom, I was like, oh, they're gonna get more. I mean, come on, it's like it was out of stock in like a day. You know, some of these sets, I
Yeah,
just
but look
felt
what the
like,
original Violet Evergarden did.
That's a limited edition, though.
but it was a limited
Sure.
edition.
That's the difference
Yeah,
there. If it's a
that's
limited
different.
edition, that's a little different.
Like Amniplex, I knew even with Kagura-sama that they probably were gonna get more
Yeah.
because nobody, yeah, there was no way. Because I've never seen an Amniplex one sell out that quickly. I was like, yeah, no, it'll be back.
A couple months before they sell out and decide not to have the title, like that whatever samurai whatever it was one like that came out like for a couple months and it says poosh.
Samurai one.
Samurai one.
There was some
Yeah.
samurai title that came out for, it looked like some sort of period anime, Japanese early period anime.
Hmm.
And it was so like a flash in the pan. I said, "Whoa!" It's a poof.
Yeah, in general, there's a few that after a month or two, it would go out of print, but that's not the majority. Still takes a little bit longer than that.
Well, that's why I always say with Amniplex, if you really want it,
You should
buy it right when it releases, or
So
look for it, or whatever.
Yeah, because I feel like their stock is like
Ugh.
I don't know, it's just
Ugh.
kind of low a little bit. But yeah, I feel like they never like replenish their stock. You know.
The other thing is the whole Funimation thing that angered a lot of people too.
Yeah, especially with the digital content.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I heard about
they're
that.
like, by the way, if you bought any digital content, yeah, you guys don't have it anymore.
Ah,
Like what the? It's like
just
the whole
like-
deal with
Thanks
the.
for supporting
That was like the whole deal with
Funimation.
That was like the whole thing with the PlayStation Video service with the PS3. When the PlayStation Video service went down, they basically told everyone that bought PlayStation like movies or anime off the PlayStation Store, they didn't have them anymore. So then years later they ended up recouping it, but it just took a long time, and I was like, oh my gosh. So
yeah, but I just think if you buy digital, you know what you're kind of getting into.
Exactly, yeah,
You know,
Not
you
many
you
people
don't.
agree with that.
Yeah, but you don't own it. You're renting. To me, you're renting it. You're renting to play that for a while, and there is a chance one day the servers will just go down and you don't get to play that anymore.
So is they keep charging too much for digital. If they want us to call it a rental, they need to give us rental prices because
Well, but the other thing is a lot of the Funimation digital stuff came with the physical release. Like
Yeah.
I had a bunch of them, and let me just tell you, none of them worked.
that I get.
Yeah.
The thing is, you're still paying for that when you pay for that Blu-ray
Yeah.
combo
Yeah.
set. Like nothing's free.
Yeah. I mean it's not free, but it's still like normally at least you got the disc just in case, something happens.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And people had to realize when they were going to shut Funimation down that there was probably a chance they weren't going to merge that over. They were just going to shut it down. And you know what? They own so much stuff that they can just go, you know what? Where are you going to watch that show? haha. Like, I mean, they can.
Yeah,
It sucks.
and their choice
I'm
to
just
use
saying.
Crunchyroll instead of Funimation as their actual brand in the end is saddening in a way.
Is bad. You know what? I don't really like either of them, but for different reasons.
Okay, okay, go ahead.
So
What's your
I
reasons?
think, well, Funimation, there was just some stuff they used to do that I didn't like where they would release something with bad.
Anyways,
What now?
their video player sucks.
Oh yeah, no,
Or
and they
or
still
their
does.
video player sucked. I don't know. I never watched stuff that way off their site, so I don't know. But the other thing is, where they would release stuff with bad audio and not tell anybody. They released a few shows where they were censored and they said, "Oh, this is uncensored," and then people caught them and they really weren't. And then instead of refunding people or giving their money back, no, you had to just buy a whole new set later on that was uncensored. The whole thing with ReZero was crap, where it came released where it was blurry and dark and everything, and then they had to go and re-release it, and then the discs were ugly. Like everybody had really pretty discs and then these ugly ones.
Mm-hmm.
Just a lot of quality of life stuff that I felt like they didn't handle very well, you know. And then sitting there and saying we're above, like, how do I explain it? Where they released that statement on Twitter where they said that we're above everybody and we don't release like fan service stuff, and I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Like, you
Fan
guys have
service.
High School DxD.
Oh,
Yeah, where they,
is this the whole
yeah,
interspecies reviewers thing?
yeah. Like, I was
Yeah,
like, what are they talking about? I'm like, they could have released it. It just seems like they could have just for the fans, but they instead wanted to make the fans angry. I didn't say they had to dub it, just that they should have released it. But
yeah,
it was funny them saying we're above this show. I'm like, really? You release other fan service shows? Yeah.
yeah. It's that show was a very controversial aspect because the manga was a lot more tame than what this show was.
I agree with you, and I think maybe somebody screwed up somewhere and they picked up the manga and they thought, oh, this show is kind of some of the other stuff we do and it'll
Yeah,
be all right. So I don't know. That it's
yeah,
kind of funny though, because a lot of people were ragging on them, going, "But you guys should have known, like, what that show is."
yeah. The topic behind
Yeah,
it should have
yeah,
prevented
that's what
them
I mean.
if it
Yeah,
was
that
so
that
aggressive.
maybe something wasn't quite right.
Yeah,
I don't know. But like I said, I have issues with them, not for everything, but mainly the quality of life stuff and how they treat their fans some too. And then Crunchyroll was kind of the same way, where it was more how they treated their fans. Um, but I don't know, because it sounds like they did merge, and some people from Funimation are now part of Crunchyroll and vice versa.
hmm,
But Crunchyroll's like customer service has always been bad.
yeah, yeah.
You never used to buy from Crunchyroll. Very,
Yep,
very rarely.
yep.
Yep.
Which is
Yep.
why they bought Right Stuff, I bet, because they know everyone was buying from Right Stuff. They
Crazy
just
too
couldn't
how
control the
much
market.
it's crazy too how much
Yeah.
Sony is in the market for like home video and all that, because like they just reached a licensing deal with Disney
Oh
for
yeah, I heard about all that.
their
Yeah.
DVD and Blu-ray releases
Mm-hmm.
also.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
like what is Sony not gonna not have?
Own?
Yeah.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with Sony, they actually helped out with creating the DVD. Without
The
Sony,
Blu-ray.
probably wouldn't have a DVD as we know it, because there was an HD DVD back in the day, and then you have DVD that won out in Blu-ray, and of course they tried with Beta, and then didn't work out with Beta. But to me, it's like the fish going home. Yeah, but now they'll control that kind of media. They'll be only the evil empire will be left over. And you talk to us to get your stuff. Thank you
Well,
very much.
Oh my
I think it's gonna
god.
be more
You may
easier to
have our
see.
stuff. You can have it if you could really pay us enough.
I just think it's bad with them owning everything and there being like no competition at all, because a lot of people are complaining, but I'm kind of like, I mean, it doesn't it just doesn't surprise me. It's like
Well, you made it
that's the way
happen.
it's
It's pretty much yeah. The fans had to tell the groups like this. You made this happen. You wanted this.
You,
I definitely did not want
I know
this. I
the
mean,
fan.
you
Well,
can't.
no. I mean, that point's
Yeah.
valid because from the standpoint of, physical demand has declined across the board. in
Oh
general.
yeah.
But that's on
Mer-
purpose.
And so
merch is
consolidation is to
the
be
way of the
expected.
future. Merch and like figures, maybe manga too. I see a lot of people on
Manga has
YouTube with
gone
the
up.
manga in the background. Yeah.
Yeah.
manga is healthy. It just for me, manga is the opposite what the anime is going to.
Mhm.
There's a lot of proliferation of different titles coming out, a lot of independents coming out. It's a very healthy market, and at least from what I see in America, the expansion on it has gone tremendously. We're getting deluxe stuff.
Yeah.
The Tomorrow's Joe,
Mm.
for instance, somebody I think one had posted something I never thought would ever come to America that we got this big enough to get this kind of title. So if whatever thing that anime has morphed into being a much smaller funnel, the opposite is true for manga. It seems like the ever growing green pasture land over there.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I'm
wouldn't
worried
say greener
about
pasture,
I'm
but
worried about manga becoming more like comic books because they like
Well,
to make now the special covers and you have to own this variant and that variant, and I'm worried about it killing off manga some because people will get frustrated of trying to own all of one series but then all these different variants of it,
it's
and I'm
already
just like,
happening to me.
One,
no, I know it is, but I'm just saying there are some good aspects that have come out of manga becoming popular, like finding it in my local Walmart randomly,
Oh yeah, and
or
that's great.
the box sets. I think the box sets are a great idea and
Well,
saves on space, but
I think when I got my first manga issue, which was One Piece Cold Foil issue 1, I don't know, roughly 20 years ago. At that time, our Books a Million probably had somewhere between half to at most one whole shelf of manga.
Yeah, I believe
I
that.
mean, you basically had a couple of rows on one shelf, and that was it.
Yeah,
Or,
we
on one
had
case, and that was it.
Tokyo
Hastings
Pop
only had
and like Shonen.
one
and
row.
the
Yeah.
Tokyo Pop, you got the Tokyo Pop
I remember
spinner thing.
Tokyo Pop.
You got it, yeah.
Tokyo Pop's still around though.
Oh yeah, they're back again.
They're just a shadow of their they're going, dang, I wish we were still in the market as much as we were before. You know they are.
When Tokyo
Really
Pop
taking
came out with their manga, they were the only ones that put out the real stuff. It's
Oh,
unflipped.
they did that back in the. I mean, but a lot of their stuff though didn't get completed too. Like there's
Like,
some of their later stuff. Yeah.
Tokyo Pop because they've been bringing out all the boys love, the girls love.
Oh yeah. But some stuff that feels like a ripoff of like the other companies that are releasing stuff. Like it feels like the other version you can buy of the same thing.
The generic brand.
Yeah, the generic brand. Yeah.
Yes and no, you really have to get it to yeah. I get a lot of. In fact, I've been getting emails from Tokyo Pop saying, "Hey, here's a 40% off on whatever you order," and I've been ordering new titles and getting them for super cheap because of that. And I'm like, "Screw you, Crunchyroll! I'll just order from Tokyo Pop."
The thing is, they need to send you a coupon in order for you to buy it.
Yeah, coupon.
Well, but
That tells you that they're hurting. Like they're like, oh, please come to our store, please
Yeah.
buy our
I
manga.
buy them from them because I literally collect almost all the boys love. I'm missing some now because I'm kind of dialing back, but
You say that, but I see a pile behind you.
a lot of that's been there for a bit. I have a pile over here now.
Oh no! Soon, Domino, it's just gonna be your arm, like out,
Feel like
and then you're gonna be just covered in manga. I'm still here.
I feel we
Well,
should just
I
have like a picture of what's behind you each podcast.
well, what I need to do is quit buying these things. I was setting this while you guys were
Aw.
interrupting me, so I was set up Gojo.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh,
Price figures
nice.
That's
are a
cool.
hole, a black hole.
They are a
Easily
black
you can
hole.
get in.
Yeah,
You can't get out.
totally.
Because they're not bad. Some of them are great. Some of them are bad. This one's actually a pretty decent figure. It was what $24. I mean,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah.
Oh, here was Brandon. Uh-oh.
Brandon's going to show
I was
us
going to
something.
tell him that they came out with the Bright series, which are like from Square Enix, and they're little metal figures. They're actually made of metal.
Metal.
I saw that. The
Yeah.
comic store in Oregon, Geeky Nerd, they have them.
Yep. And I bought a few of them.
Okay.
So because they're like 20 a piece or cheaper on AmiAmi right now. I bought Vivi from Final Fantasy 9.
How big are these
So
again?
we'll see. They're about as big as the Funko Pop, maybe a little smaller.
Okay.
They're not huge, but they're shiny.
Oh, I
Like
bet.
they reflect.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want the
course.
Chocobo one, so I'll probably get it
Ami-Ami.
off. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say Ami will probably like throw a single one into like a 140 size box.
Oh, I put it in a big old. I put them in a big old order. I combined it with my order
Yeah.
for this month
Yeah, you
if
kinda
it
have
ships
to.
because I ordered the Goblin Slayer limited edition for the Switch
Oh, yeah.
because we got a English release for that. So
Nice.
Are these the classic figures there, Brandon?
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there they are.
Yeah.
Tifa.
Oh, you have to put Tifa first. I see.
Of
Yeah, well,
course.
I'm more of an
Every guy's that
I'm more of an
way.
Aerith. I'm more Aerith, but
Right now the internet is imploding.
Like I said, Eris supremacy.
yeah, that's what I'm
I
talking
do
about.
like Aerith a little bit better. I hate to say right now, but I think
Oh.
it's the remake. The remake's
I always
helping.
liked Eris
If I-
more. I was always bummed about her
If I recall, I think there's a sale on Amazon on the Play Arts Final Fantasy VII Remake figures right now.
Oh,
If
there
I
you
recall, I
go.
remember reading something about that.
Oh, good.
Um,
I
That was
can get an
hot.
Eris.
Because I want to get the Yuffie one. The Yuffie one's really cool
I usually
with her
just buy
Moogle outfit.
Sephiroth and Vincent all the time. I have like 5 Vincents. And
I kind of want Clive because I know he won't get a figure, so I kind of want him. But
They've got Vincent and Sid and a bunch of the other characters coming out in a couple months in
Yeah.
Play Arts.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
have several play arts of Vincent already, but I might get another one. Clive, I do have ordered on Ami with his doggy.
with the little dog, you gotta get Torgal. It's like a must if
Yeah.
you're gonna get him.
So,
And I'm like sitting here going, I don't really like the Play Arts figures myself, but
really?
no.
I do
I rather have a figure of him, like an actual statue or
I
something.
like the statue figures.
Yeah.
Mm.
I get that.
I get that too. I do.
I'm just scared I'm gonna lose all the pieces or something, or not
Oh.
like how I posed it, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Just don't lose
But
the
I know
pieces.
the older ones have like dropped in price because I was looking around on well, I looked around on eBay recently and there was a bunch of them for sale. Unless I guess they're bootlegs, but they were still in their original packaging. So.
Yeah, I don't know what the state of bootlegs are on those figures.
I do like the
Yeah.
boxes that they put the play arts in though, because it's got the nice little.
Oh yeah, the window.
The windows
Yeah.
are nice, yeah.
Those are
Yeah, they do look nice.
I have a few of them, mostly like I have a Rufus and a Sephiroth, and then I have I think I have a Captain Harlock somewhere in my collection, and
Oh. I didn't know
yeah,
they did one for Captain Harlock.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's nice too. It's a really.
I think I've seen it.
It was when they did that the CG movie that came out. They made yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, I was trying to remember what I ordered too. I ordered the number 6 figure. They made a number 6 like little chibi figure, and I bought that too.
Yeah. Okay.
That's really obscure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Only a few people probably know
I bought
about
that because I knew they're not gonna make any like actual figures
Oh,
of them.
no.
They either had the Nindos or the chibi figure, and I'm like, they're both really nice, but I think I'm gonna go with the
Which
chibi
figure?
one. Number 6, which nobody
Oh yeah.
nobody watches anymore.
Number 6, yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that a couple of years back with my anime club.
I have the manga. Did you buy
That one's pretty good.
omnibus? Did you buy the omnibus versions of the manga yet?
I have the first one, I think, and I had some of the series originally. Like some of it's packed up, some of the series Right Stuff sent me, but I didn't get the rest of it. I think they had to cancel it. Like it went out of print. And so I have one of the omnibuses. I don't have the whole series. I have bits and
all the
pieces.
omnibus. I have all the releases of the single ones, but yeah, I don't have the omnibus.
And Tokyo, what is it? Tokyo Babylon I want to get too.
Oh boy.
I already have the
They
original
got
release.
released on manga.
I was a little disappointed with the current release of the limited edition Tokyo Babylon, because it's when they brought out Magic Knight Rare, they got these really nice sets.
Oh yeah, hardcover.
Sakura had the really nice sets, and then like Tokyo Babylon, and then it's like another flimsy paperback that's not, and it's not even an omnibus. It's like
Singles.
thin.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, are they?
Huh.
But it is limited. It's very limited, so you need to buy it right now.
Does it
Yeah.
look limited besides the...
No, it doesn't
Yeah.
look like.
No, it's all about perspective. If perspective's there, it could be limited from a certain point of view. From
Wait, Roger, stop.
Someone hire Roger for the marketing team here.
Yeah, Roger's ready. He's like, get it. He's like, buy it now. He's got it, showing it off to you, and it's like, you want this, don't you? Do you?
It's like, it's
Buy
totally
it.
limited.
My head's at Barnes and Noble, and I'm like, I ain't wasting my money on this.
Has the Trigun one come out? There's a Trigun omnibus too.
Oh, I heard about that. No, not yet. I don't think.
No, not yet. Okay.
Initial D.
Now, the one that just came out was the was it Vinland Saga came out with their super deluxe set.
Ugly. Those are pretty
Weird.
ugly.
I didn't get that.
I'm skipping those. I don't even know if I'm gonna collect all of Vinland Saga or not. I watched season 2 and I was like,
Oh, season 2 was weak, so...
I'm like, what am I watching? Like,
Speaking of,
am I watching them farm like the whole series or what?
Speaking of,
I finished it.
Coming out, Initial D. Did you know the first volume has a special edition cover?
Yes. It's on
Yep.
Crunchyroll.
Yeah, it's on. I ordered it
Of
from
course
the
it
Comic
is.
Hub, which is what my Oregon guy uses. So I have that
Nice.
ordered,
Nice.
and I was like, "There's a special," but they don't really talk about it. They just say,
No.
"Hey, the omnibus are coming," and I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah, it's weird. I'm glad there are, but again, it's kind of going back to your case of how many special covers are we going to get for these.
Hey, I don't like that. I really, really don't. I don't like it. I know other people are like, yeah, this is cool. No.
For number 1, I'll let it go. But yeah, if they do it for every single volume, I'm gonna be like, eh.
But yeah, do it for Initial D though.
See, then you guys are playing into it, buying it, and telling them, yep, they want more of that. And so we're going to do it for every volume.
I just want Initial D, yeah.
Well, oh my god. Okay. You get what I mean. You vote with your wallet. Yeah, you vote with your wallet. You're telling them, give me more of these limited covers, and that sucks.
I'll buy the Initial D covers, Jenny. They were just
but no other ones. Yeah, right. Something else will come out. Like My Dress Bizarre will get a limited cover, and you'll be all over that too. So don't worry.
Yeah, again, you know me.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
But they do that for other stuff too, I guess. Yeah, I'm sure they do like limited figures and all kinds of other limited stuff.
Well, the other thing is you said the box
besides manga version things. I mean, I can really care less about the tinfoil and the holographic prismatic cover stuff like that. You got all those, but the big size books like that for old people.
Different, yeah. The hardcovers that'll last you like the rest of your life. Yeah.
There we go.
What you got there?
I can't tell.
What is that?
It's too shiny.
Oh, it's what's her face from Cabaneri?
Mume from Cabaneri.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
It looks like an old figure.
One of
her figures is like really rare too.
Yeah.
And I think it's because she just didn't get a lot of figures because that show kind of fell off a cliff, like.
It's lucky because it's actually a really good show, but
it is good. Yeah, it was fun. A fun watch. It was like a good popcorn anime.
Yeah.
Like a.
It's another. There's another Attack on Titan ripoff, from Wit Studio. But I tell you the truth, it's a good show. I liked it. I don't really have issues.
The visuals were nice.
It's actually closer to something like Blue Gender than it is Attack on Titan.
Blue Gender, oh man.
We're taking it old school now.
Yeah.
One of the first Uni releases outside of Dragon Ball.
Do people remember what Blue Gender was?
Probably not.
Oh yeah.
It was a blip in
I have the box with the guys face melting on the cover or
Yeah.
something, like the old box. Yeah.
Yeah.
They made a couple really cool art boxes for that show. Even if the show sucked, I don't really know.
I think they made figures for that too.
Was it not a bad show?
No, Blue Gender was good.
Okay.
Blue Seed
Yeah.
was like super
Ooh, Blue Seed.
advertised. And
Yeah.
lots of
Yeah.
sets.
Right, because that's how it
Blue
came out.
Seed, you know, I remember
Alien. It said, "Hey, ADV
remembering, like,
loaded that in, and it did the Eva right after it."
Yep.
I'm remembering Blue Seed, and I just remember the one thing where she wore like different animal print underwear for, and she, yeah,
You
just
remember that?
I remember them, and I remember them fighting a lot or something. They were fighting like creatures or monsters or something like that.
If you're
Yeah, pretty
listening
sure they were fighting
to
creatures.
this podcast, please make a Kusanagi pop-up parade. I would.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So we got there.
You gotta
This is,
flip it.
Yeah,
This is
the bear is
Michiru
pretty good.
Hyodo. This is Michiru
Oh.
Hodo from Sakano.
That's a nice one.
Then let the
Yeah, I
Kayomi
like
should
this
know
one.
that one. Then
I don't know
Yeah,
about
Koyomi. Look at this.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
this. And it
Okay,
looks
Yeah,
like
I
we
like
have
we
this
got
figure a
all
lot.
a opportunity for banana fish. If anybody's interested in buying banana fish, we have an entry for the box set. I think looks like that.
Wait, what? What box set? What?
It's on the news on the bottom of the news line. We see all the links from Brandon that's been giving us. There's a Japanese manga set for banana fish. If you want,
That's all we got.
Manga.
That's
Yeah.
a Japanese manga set, and Koyomi, I found the headphones for Carol on Tuesday.
Oh, there you go.
So
there's an
a link.
instant buy for Kiyomi.
Does it come
This
with
is one of my
illustrations, though?
favorites. I really like this one.
Here you
This
got
is,
Domino's hopes up.
This is Orihara
I'm
Izaya
gonna
from
cry.
Durarara. I
Yeah.
absolutely love this figure.
Blu-ray, what? But no, you guys said Japanese.
That one's dropped in price some actually, which is surprising.
Oh,
But I
has
think
it?
it's because Durarara is I think because it's getting older, so people are kind of you start moving on sometimes. I know their regular figures are a lot cheaper. I'll have to look that one up to see if it's dropped or not. But it's nice. So. Yeah, that's another thing in limbo. Banana Fish, Recreators.
Well, Recreators was bought out by Amazon, so that's why.
Amazon has Banana Fish too. They
Yeah,
just sit on
I'd
them.
Amazon
rather have
holds the
Banana Fish.
licenses, and there's still.
Well, I'd rather have both of them, to be honest. But that's
Yeah,
just me.
that's why there's a home video release.
That remind me about the tragedy of Macross. Where in the hell is the Macross Frontier? My Delta.
We'll get it. We'll get it.
Seriously, I know.
A year and a
It's
half
frustrating.
ago, saying, hey, we finally put all the hot pokers away. We buried the hatchets. We have all the hate.
Hot pokers away.
And so we're gonna put some stuff out, and we're gonna lead off with Macross 2, Lovers Again. We're gonna have all this new cool stuff, and like a year later, I said nothing.
Yeah,
Like that.
It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years since we've been gold, and
I
all we got.
was so excited I could finally see it before I die. I tell you, I said
Before I die.
Oh my
I go
word.
back
Wow, that's going morbid.
a couple of
Before
years.
I die. Roger's gonna be like just laying there going, "Give me the."
I won't die until I see the next set. I won't die until then. If I have to use my force of will to stay alive with that.
Force of will.
Yeah.
Just to let you know,
Still
if you're,
there, hanging on.
as far as like imports go, the actual Macross Frontier movies in Japan, the Blu-ray discs have English subtitles.
I have that. I do have that with the box. I got the big
Yeah.
box set, the 2 movies, and the art
Yeah,
book.
yeah.
Box set of
I
them
think
from-
the single volume sets, not the Blu-ray set of the show, the single volume sets of the series have subtitles as well. I think.
Yeah,
I'm not
they
like
do.
100%
They do.
sure, but I think
My
they
friend
do.
Oliver,
Yeah.
he's a big Macross Frontier fan, and yeah, he's got all those, and even the Macross Plus Blu-ray that is like $1 bajillion. Roger's
Mhm.
got it. That has the subtitles, And then the only one that didn't was the Japanese release of the Macross, the original Macross series, and then of course did they do one for Zero yet? I think they did.
No.
And
No, I don't think
I don't know if it's subtitle or not. I know that Delta's supposed to be subtitled.
Delta's got subtitles.
Delta is subtitles because it's
I do have
distributed
the
by
latest-
Emotion.
I do have the latest movie for that, but I don't have the series for Delta.
Is one series subtitled too?
The movie is
What's that?
subtitled.
What about the regular TV series though?
What?
What about the regular TV series?
Yeah, they're subtitled. If you get them the Blu-ray, you'll
Yeah,
have the
Blu-ray. Great. That's the reason why I bought it for some reason.
Yeah.
So I said, I finally got something. I said, great. I had some sort of satisfaction getting something. Ever since I was cheering on when I heard that was it Harmony Gold was losing their license on Macross and Robotech. So yes, I can finally see something come out. Not even another 50 years. No, Harmony. No. What are they going to do with it? They're going to be sitting on it for forever without doing anything with it. And I said, what's the purpose? Just because they have some person over there that does say, you know what, we just hate Macross so much, we won't let you have it because we have it now for another 50 years.
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
I watch the world. I'm thinking they're thinking, let's let the world burn and all the cities go up.
They're just sitting on the license. They were just sitting on it.
Well, it's
As they
interesting
can.
with Macross. Speaking of like going back to like Media OCD, who's a video post-processing distributor in Japan, there's one called Emotion, and they typically do a lot of their releases with English subtitles. So like Gangster, Macross Delta, Macross Frontier, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is another one. So those Japanese single volume sets typically contain English subtitles. Space Dandy's another one because the Japanese set was done by Emotion, and they have both the dub and the sub to that show for the Japanese import.
A shout out to Brandon. Of course, we have posted his list of all the subtitle stuff right on Animazing. So if you've kind of been holding yourself back from Animazing, now you know that you can see all your subtitled, titles that if you wanted to buy imports, you can find it right in the feature section. Just for a personal shout out for our group.
Oh yeah.
How about that for an advertisement? I like that.
Yeah.
Has anyone bought the Code Geass set? Is everybody skipping, kind of just skipping that?
How Lou did. And what happened there that the set arrived damaged, and I think that's what turned him into let's turn our attention from collecting so much. Because I know Tao Lu bought a set of that. It came like one or two corners came in damaged.
Cheap as hell. I don't know why everybody was all like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, no.
It's Code Geass. I mean, it's a great show, but I'm not going to spend $500 on a set for Code Geass. I did it for Garden of Center because it's a holy relic.
The chess pieces look so boring. There's a lot of open space in the box. All it really has is a freaking chess set and a Blu-ray. It's like, oh, whoop-de flippin' do. At least the one for Legend of the Galactic Heroes came with coins. It came with that whole series, which is even longer than Code Geass.
Yeah, that one was only $750 to buy initially, and later on now it's like $5,000 to get if you want to get it.
The thing is, Galactic Heroes you could only get for that set at all. There was no other way to buy it. Code Geass, there's other ways to buy it. True, there's some that are out of print, but there is still a way to get it. And by buying this, you can encourage them to make more. And we don't want more.
Yeah, I want something new. I want a release of something else. Something that we haven't gotten a nice set for.
Like what? Like name one thing there.
Yeah,
Samurai Flamenco. Monster. How about that?
Yeah, Samurai Flamenco.
That show's a gem. I don't know why
I'm guessing that one only has an import.
I'm so salty about it.
What has an import?
I'm guessing only Samurai, Flamenco has only an import?
It has a Blu-ray.
It has that, and it has a UK import. The UK import actually has subtitles.
Which is the only way you can get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's probably that expensive. I'll just...
territories, like Territory 4 or something other than that.
Yeah.
It's like Monster, where you got to get it in a different region to own it.
Yeah.
Or you imports. You can do it that way. Let's just do it that way. Just buy the
Speaking
bootleg
of-
and be done with it.
Speaking of imports and English subtitles, have anyone heard of an old OVA series called Spirit of Wonder?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
The
It's
Japanese
Miss
Blu-ray
China's
set.
ring.
The Japanese Blu-ray set has all 5, and it comes out in March. It's like March 27th, but it includes subtitles in English, Japanese, Chinese, I think in French, and it also has the dub, I think.
Well,
Be
it
sure to
comes with
post
it.
that there,
Yeah,
Brendan, when you
I
have a
will post
chance.
it in a link. This is the Amazon Japan edition, so this one actually, it's still available, which I'm shocked because usually those sell out pretty quickly. But yeah, this is the Amazon Japan edition. It, I think, includes a framed illustration, I think, but I'm not 100% sure. That I have to look into
Yeah,
it.
post a link.
Yeah.
Just post a link.
Yep. Yeah.
Uh-oh, Ed's interested this time.
Yeah,
I think it's
have
an
to look
A5 framed illustration.
I've never watched it. I think I have, like,
It's
one
good.
of the films or both the films, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's an A5
Spirit of Wonder's been in
size.
several titles,
Oh,
for
A5.
Bandai as well as from Animago. So if you didn't get the Animago version, couldn't get the Bandai version, now you can get this version. It's a possibility. It also got a Laserdisc and VHS if you want to do your vintage stuff.
Well, they might re-release it. If he's doing a bunch of Kickstarters, it could be the next one that
Possibly.
gets a release.
And I'll tell you,
If they keep doing that.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm hoping to put out Genesis Survivor Graph. I'm kind of hoping to put that one. It's been my secret passion has been that show to see it again in real time, not from bootleg.
Roger, isn't Spirit of Wonder the one that I just got for $1 on DVD?
Yeah.
I thought so.
You're a lucky son of a gun.
No, this is the other one actually.
I really did.
Different
$1.
Wonder
$1.
Koyomi.
I know the China Ring one is more expensive, right?
Well, there was this ultra rare one from Animago, and if you can get that one, that's the one to get if you're looking for rare stuff. The Bandai one is very prolific, so you can best buy that for $5.
Oh, okay.
If you can get the Animago one, you got yourself one of those goats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's be kind of nice to have on that, and that's to put that on the I Love Me shelf. Say yes, by God, I got this one.
Hey, Animago, if you want to release it, do it.
No, you want to write down the value of the
I'm fine
No.
with that.
I'm releasing that one. Yeah,
Oh, I did it.
I'm looking to see which one mine is. I don't
There's
remember.
one. I had a couple people saying I'd like to see
Bandai.
Bao come back out again on
Oh, that'd be
Kickstarter.
cool,
That'd be
yeah.
really
That would be
interesting.
cool.
Yeah.
Bao will be pretty good as a classic with that. It reminded me strongly of Guyver redone again.
I
But
want Devil Hunter Yoko as a Blu-ray here. They have it in Japan, but they don't have it here.
Yeah, yeah.
they have everything in Japan. They don't have.
I remember Devil Hunter Yoko. I remember watching that when I was like,
Yeah,
God, I was young.
too young to be watching that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The early natural girl shows. Before after
I
Princess.
remember going, what am I watching? I shouldn't be watching this.
Or, the one guy's
Did
trying
you
to take.
know that Devil Hunter Yoko was the initial release for.
You know what's funny? There's a scene in that where, okay, not the bad scenes, right? But there's a scene where Yoko walks in and she went, where is everyone? And my friend went, in the principal's office.
Oh no.
Because of the scene in that show.
Oh,
I started
no.
laughing.
That's funny.
We used to watch anime together. I miss those times, like where I would get together with friends and watch anime.
You're on a TV set watching, anime, wondering what the heck this thing called Yuta Doji is. Just pop it in there and see what happens.
Oh no, don't.
Oh no,
Don't.
no.
No.
My first time with an uncensored hentai was remember back in the LimeWire Kazaa days.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch, and I saw Kite. I'm like, oh Kite. They're like, do you want regular version or uncensored? I'm like, I don't like censored anime. I'm gonna watch Kite uncensored.
Oh
And I
no.
was watching it in the living room, and I quickly had to mute it. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of early anime companies put out a bunch of hentai stuff to get their stuff going. Like the Blue Girls and the Twin Angels and Beast City Invasion, and of course
I just think it's funny because they used to say unrated.
Yeah,
Just
unrated.
you
Yeah,
pick it up, go, I wonder what's on this one.
some of them actually said not for kids.
Like a hand spread out
Yeah,
there.
not for kids, but it just said unrated. Like, didn't
Yeah.
even tell you what's in there anyway.
What was funny was they would throw them in the regular anime section at
Mhm.
the rental places, and I remember
Yep.
being this, yay high, and I pulled out Dragon Knights 3, and I'm like, "What? I want to watch this." And then as I watched it by myself, I'm like, "Oh, I shouldn't be watching this."
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was an ADV title. It should have been on their their soft sell title.
Yeah.
These had a soft sell label for their hardcore stuff, and then they had the normal ADV stuff. But Dragon Knight was it was a revelation of an old PC game. Tell you what, I bought all. I think we're 5 movies, 5 shows. I think I
I watched
bought.
it 5 times before we returned it.
Well then.
Oh, back in the day,
Domino got corrupted.
I was done.
Is that how you got corrupted?
That was one of them. The other one was when I was trying to look. When I got into Yaoi, I was in the school library computer because I didn't have a computer at home, and I was
Uh-oh.
looking
Yeah.
up. I was just looking up King of Fighters characters because I wanted to print out a couple.
Uh-oh.
And
I see
they're
where
like,
that's going.
here's Benny Maru getting humped by Iori, and I was like, and I was staring at it like, why would you do this? And then I kept going back to it, like, why would they do
Man,
this?
the security at
Like,
the
they
time
should
was terrible.
Yeah, nobody knew
No one
how
knew.
to look through history, and I was over here getting blasted by Yaoi, King of Fighters, and I was at first I was like, who would do this? And then later on, I'm like, why do they not do this more often?
Oh
And
my
now it's
god.
everywhere. So, King of Fighters Yaoi is what started Yaoi for me.
Wild. In a school computer.
On a school
Wow.
computer.
Man.
I think mine was Gravitation.
That's
Gravitation
normal,
was
actually.
that was my gateway. That and what was the one that they call Space Between in English?
Space between.
Yep. That's the English title.
Yeah,
It's
it's your opportunity to shine here. I know you got a copy in there somewhere.
Yeah, Domino, come on.
Well,
Yeah.
Space between doesn't make sense to me. Are you talking about Kazuna, the Bond one?
yeah, I think so. Let me see.
Hmm.
I'm looking for it.
You sure you're not an expert, Roger?
No, I learned everything from you, Ed.
Oh. That's a dangerous statement to say.
There was I know Kusabi, Kizuna, level C was there, and then there was Boku no Harassal.
Yeah, I know Kasubi, but it also says The Space Between right on Wikipedia is a Japanese novel. And that's what I bought was the novel
Oh, was it?
back in the day.
I know
Yep.
Kusabi. Is that the one? Okay.
Yep, it does mean Space Between in English, by the
I
way.
only know it as I know Kusabi.
Oh yeah, I just don't know how to pronounce it. And I didn't know that's how it's pronounced.
Well, they that was all it was back then when Yaoi was like Gravitation wasn't even out yet, and none of that was out yet, and so a lot
This
of that,
was when this was like the reprints though, when they started reprinting them.
I know that.
Yeah,
By the way,
yeah.
if you try to buy the I know Kusabi light novels now, it's ridiculously hard.
Oh, I have them. No, I have them downstairs.
But they're not cheap.
Yeah.
And they
Anymore, yeah, I believe it.
They actually did a Kickstarter to make more, and I don't know how well that. I think it did pass, but I don't remember anything more about that. And once DMP kind of went belly up, it's
Oh, I heard of DMP.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's like Studio Iron Cat.
Yeah, Iron Cat. Yep.
That was like Totally Captivated was the other one I really liked.
Oh yeah, Totally Captivated was pretty good.
Yep.
That was one of the later titles, but yeah, that one was nice. And there's a whole bunch of older ones that came out back then. Now it's saturated with other stuff now. But
Yeah. I'm kind of mad that they never it's a regular like manga, but the Bride of the Water God that it never got completed. I never knew that.
yeah,
I quit reading it though, like
I did too.
eventually.
I liked it though.
Yeah, the art was really good.
That one's Korean though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, I liked that
It's-
one, but yeah, I just never got a chance to keep collecting them. at the time.
But at least we're getting Vampire Knight. I'm excited. I wanna like actually own the whole series. So
Yeah, re-release of that. So that might be something I'll be want to grab. And then Red River's going to be re-released.
yes,
Red
I heard
River.
about
You know what
that.
I hope Viz re-releases is Basara. I wish
Oh, but sorry, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
I wish they would re-release that one. I have most of the series. There's some $500 volumes that I'm
Ha!
missing.
Jeez, that's what I don't collect manga very often. Because I'm like, I'll see the prices and go, yeah, I'm not paying that.
The problem is with manga, you have to stay on top of it. If you're not on top of it, you're gonna be
Yeah.
paying so right.
And I just can't. I'll look at it and go, I don't want to. Yeah, I just lose my way of like, what volume was I on? I don't know.
My
And
problem is I'm like, I will just buy the first volume. If I like it, I'll continue. If not, but the problem is I'm not very picky, so I end up liking.
yeah, you like everything.
Unless it's Comic Party, boy, that manga sucked.
Yeah.
That
The
manga.
anime season 1's great.
The manga, I mean, the anime version, it works good for an anime,
Yeah.
but as a manga, it is terrible.
Wasn't
Which
it like
one?
5 volumes or something?
I think so, and I think there was 2 separate series too.
Yeah, yeah. We don't
And
speak
it
of the
was
second
just
one.
terrible.
We don't speak of it.
No.
I don't know. It's not, but I mean, it's just not good. You know, it's got the that kind of humor that's just it's so immature that it's just stupid.
Doesn't that like sell or something still?
That yes and no, but like the art was only somewhat good. Like every now and then you get a nice cosplay pin up of one of the characters, and then the art would just go downhill from there. And you're just like, God dang, this
Tokyo
sucks.
Pop, yes.
Yeah, it was hot garbage, is what that
There
was.
we go, Tokyo Pop.
You know what? I
Make
give Tokyo Pop credit because they did really push out a lot of random towels.
Hey, you're defending them because you get the 40% off coupons that we don't get.
Well, no.
But
Domino has a good point though.
The released Arm of Cannon other than
Look,
I'm mad because they didn't finish like the series I really liked. They just went under, and then I have this manga that will never be
I
completed.
agree. I wish they finished Togen no Chi, that's for sure. Actually, I'm mad at the artists for a lot of unfinished manga. Let's count some of them. Yami no Matsui,
Oh
Descendants
yeah.
of Darkness. They didn't finish that one.
Oh yeah, that's true.
X 1999. We're
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, I had all of that at one point. Yes.
I'm so tired that they're like, oh, we're gonna revive an old series, and it's Cardcaptor Sakura for the 5th time. It's like,
Because that's what sells, I guess.
lol.
like I was like, why? Even they even got a whole new series, the Tsubasa. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
why?
Why not just redo the characters in another way and just call it another title and just sell it again?
Well,
Yeah.
they did the characters in another way because one of their artists left the group. The one that where all the detail came from, she's the one that left. But yeah,
Oh.
look at it. Look at X. See the detail of like the water and the fire, just. And then you look at Tsubasa, and it's like outlined. You know, it's very, very simplistic compared to what Clamp used to be. Let's be honest here. Are the stories a little better now? Yeah, they're a little more clear. You know, back then they wanted you to. They just drew it pretty, but like, okay, for example, the X movie, beautiful, gorgeous, everything's so wiggly woggly, and there's detail everywhere. But my God, it was so boring.
But it was following the manga. Like there were parts of it for sure.
It was not following the manga.
No, that's in Taro's direction.
I mean parts of it, but it couldn't be like all of it, but it was like there were scenes like ripped from
Which is true. They did
the
take,
manga.
even the series, they had things that were right on track with the manga. But then they get to that part where of course it's not finished and they decide
the fighting part was different, I think, right?
The fighting part was a little different. Well, except the cube thing. The cube things were correct.
You
know,
what do you call them? Kiki things.
Yeah.
So if you really want to watch 1999, you should watch the TV series instead. The movie is a loss.
Honestly, you should just read it because it's beautiful, great manga. The story's great. The only problem
in like 64 volumes of it.
18 volumes. It's only 18.
And it's not completed.
Well,
There's no ending, so you might as well
I've
watch the
never
TV
finished
series
it.
anyway to get an
Yeah.
ending.
Yeah, I wish Clamp would just go back and finish it, or at least redo it. Oh, speaking of redones, remember when we were gonna get that new Tokyo Babylon anime? Then they
yeah, that's all
Oh, that made me so mad. Yeah.
They canceled it originally because something to do with plagiarism.
Yes.
I think is what happened.
That was
Yeah.
what started it, and then it killed it.
Yeah.
Which sucks because out of all the Clamp stories, that's my favorite. Is because I love the dynamic between Sashiro and Subaru, which you get into X as well, because you get to see more. It's kind of nice because if you read Tokyo Babylon and then went back to X, you actually have a stronger connection to those two characters when they're introduced in X, because you know, hey, he betrayed Subaru. Now you're going to see that kind of feud continue on.
conflict. That Say guy, whatever his name, Say, but
Sashiro. Yeah.
Yeah,
Who?
I was looking for that battle. Yes.
And that was, and then the build up with X because of that, I think, is stronger if you read Tokyo Babylon. Otherwise, it's gonna just go, oh, they had a bad feud back then, but you don't know what they did unless you watch Tokyo Babylon.
But if you just buy the novel,
Or read it.
the Tokyo Babylon art, the manga, they'd be all right with that. And plus, they're being released again, which is good news, right?
It's limited edition.
And limited edition is
The
something to get.
quotes, remember?
Yeah, they come with brand new covers too.
They were supposed to continue Legal Drug too, and they didn't finish.
Oh yeah, that was what I was gonna get into, and then everybody said it's not done, and I just said forget it.
The entire manga is just a tease.
I bet that's what they like to do. Clamp likes to do that a lot.
Clamp
Give you the weird art and stuff. Yeah. No.
You know who else doesn't like to finish stuff? Rumiko Takahashi. She takes forever to finish anything.
Yeah,
And when
usually
she
yeah,
does,
the
it's kind of a
satisfying
convoluted
ending.
mess.
The only one I can think of is that 1 Pound Gospel manga that she just dropped.
Yeah,
But there was nothing there, nothing for me to worry about. I mean, she puts out so much stuff. I mean, she got done with Renee, and then they got this other Oni thing, whatever the heck it is. You know, she's been around for a long time, so there's stuff in there if you want to get your Ramnas or your Tsuras and all the other stuff.
I always think of Nana not being completed.
Yeah, that's
Me
another
too.
one.
Remind me
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Heartbreak with
Another
Nana.
one is
I just got done rereading the manga. It's so good.
the other one is I love her. She's my favorite mangaka ever, Yu Watase, but she needs to finish Fushigi Yugi Byaku series.
And what Alice 16 or something.
Well, she finished that one. She finished all 16. She didn't finish Arata. She hasn't finished Arata yet.
That's the problem too. There's a lot of manga where you'll get really into it. You're 20 volumes in, and then they're like,
They get
"I'm just not gonna finish that."
Unfortunately, a lot of the times it's because they get
Machines,
sick.
like the guy that did Yu Yu Hakusho and X Hunter X, he has some severe physical pain that he has to go through. Of course, the fans are saying, "So who cares? Let's keep on. Let's put like robotic arms on him."
Oh my god! Yeah.
It is bad. They do hound the but
Yeah.
like same with Yuatase, the reason she hasn't finished a lot is because she keeps getting sick, and it's like, gosh, it's kind of sad that they are worked to that point where they do get sick.
I mean, not everybody could be that guy that did One Piece. Only sleeps 4 hours a day.
Ugh. Yeah.
It's One Piece in the bed and for 4 hours. I get up and do One Piece.
Yeah, it's a cycle.
I mean, it's pretty brutal. I mean, the more popularity you get, the more pressure you put on. So I wonder if it's actually worth it having a super popular manga and then finding out that you have nothing outside of this manga you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the sad part.
Well, even the animators, like you heard all the horror stories about Mappa too.
Yeah.
Oh man, oh.
The guy that did the people that did Chainsaw Man, I forget what the title of the video.
Yeah.
They get no time off. They have factory people that just work on there. They have on-site beds that they can sleep at. If they're not sleeping at their station, they can go there.
I could see that. That doesn't surprise me.
A small wage, and they can just barely enough to keep. It's pretty hard. Yeah, it is a very hard situation. They call it. One person will call it black company. where they have lots of time to work on your stuff, but very little time to do like your own live your life outside going back to the factory to do some more stuff.
Yeah, watch Zom 100 if you want to know more about Black Company.
Exactly.
I like Zom.
I think a guy named Go Shogo. I think his name Go Shogo on YouTube. He does all these different Japanese cultural stuff. He goes talking about why you should not worry about getting a job in Japan unless you want to be frustrated to death. And if you do, you'll regret it. Like
Yeah.
you might find yourself in a black company. Black company.
Yeah.
You're all your hopes and dreams dashed. It's like what? Or Ash Shogo, I think his name. Yeah, Ash Shogo.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
I just want to talk about video games, but I know that's not what we're talking
Just
about.
waiting. She's like, oh, here, I'll give you a video game. So I
Have a new one that's really called Unicorn Overlord.
Oh, Grand Blue?
yeah, this is what the deluxe looks like. I didn't go for
Okay,
the
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, it looks nice. It looks clean.
Yeah, it's funny because I wanted the soundtrack and the art book, and the big one was like, oh, we have that, but we also have the statue, but for a lot cheaper, you can get all that you want. So I was like, well, I'll get the
How
the
much
deluxe.
more was the collectors? 300?
God, it was almost $200.
Oh, okay.
That's not that bad, actually.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Some of them are 300 to 400 now,
Yeah,
so
that's why I said that.
It is.
yeah.
But this was only like $80 or 90 or something like that.
Which that
And I'm
sounds
like,
alright.
That's not bad for what you get. At least it's not a digital soundtrack like they like to do, or a digital art book. Like, look at the Elden Ring one. I was like looking at that one, and I know you guys aren't, a lot of you aren't into Elden Ring, but I was like,
Oh, I love Elden Ring.
I wanted it.
Oh, good.
I wanted the new one, the new collector set they came out with, but then it doesn't have a disc, and I'm like, or it doesn't have the DLC on the disc.
Yeah, which is like pretty wild.
Why?
It's like the Spider-Man 2 Collector's Edition that didn't have a disc. It was
Yep,
digital.
or Horizon
Horizon's
Forbidden West.
another
Collector's
example.
Edition, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, even Hakuoki did, back in the DS days, they released the game by itself as a physical, but then they later on created a collector's edition that didn't even have the game in it. It was just like a prize pack is basically what they sold.
Ooh.
And
Well,
that's kind of
yeah.
that's kind of how I feel these collector sets are when they don't have that, where it's like a digital code or nothing.
Yeah, but they're not releasing any. No edition is having the
Exactly.
DLC on the disc for Elden Ring, which is weird.
They're repackaging
I thought it was too.
They are. Yeah, that's what my friend said. They're
Yeah, they
repackaging them,
have to
and
be.
that I thought about. I'm like, you know what? I bet you're right. They're just
Yeah.
getting rid of them extra discs.
They have to, because why else would you
Yeah.
do this?
Mm-hmm.
Weird because you got Tales of Arise, who has a full release version versus the regular version. Why couldn't they do that with Elden Ring?
They didn't give you the DLC for that one either, though. I don't think.
No, I think
I had to download it, play it.
Well, yeah, because hold on, Tales of Arise.
You can get it from Play Asia, I think, but I don't know if it has English on there or not, or even like subs and stuff.
Let me see. Yeah, because I thought they said they were going to re-release it with all the DLC.
Maybe they just haven't yet.
Yeah,
they might have
about that. Maybe.
Trying to look.
Why have you played Tales of Arise, Ed?
No, but I've heard about what was going on behind it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I went back to it. It's like I started playing Tales of Arise. I got to a certain point and I just stopped. So I had to go back through the whole game again and play through it all again because I forgot what happened. So yeah, I hate when I do that. Yep.
Arise doesn't have a synopsis of what you did?
I don't remember. No, I don't think it did. Like I remember jumping back in the game and going, what was I doing? What was happening in the story? And I go, okay, well I'll restart. And so for a month I just played Tales of Arise and I ended up platinuming it, and then I played through the DLC and I platinumed it too. So
It must have been the Asian version. I just got an email about it for some reason, and I don't know. I guess I
Yeah, there is an Asian version coming out, so maybe it'll be that, and I can just pick up at least the Asian version.
Yeah,
Not that the DLC is great or anything, but
yeah, it's called the Beyond the Dawn edition.
yeah,
And
Beyond the Dawn.
there
Yep,
is a release. PlayAsia just got it in stock actually.
yep.
It's only
People are
$50.
probably forgetting about it
Yeah,
because
it's
there's so
apparently
many
in stock
releases.
already. And and it's got Japanese and English, and it is currently available. It's only $52. So that's actually pretty good. So there you go.
Yep, I'll probably just pick it up from there
And
then.
it's got the just adding 20 plus hours of game content. So there you go.
Yeah, but you get 20 more hours of content. A lot of people were mad. I think they wanted a whole new game like they did for some of the earlier games for Tales.
Well, there'll be another one, I'm sure.
They said they're moving on from Arise, I think. I think they're gonna do something new.
Yeah, that's how they usually do it.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of smart. I don't know what else they could tell, to be honest, or what they could really do.
They don't want to be like Final Fantasy and make like a million versions of 13 or something like that.
I think they did it because Tales of Arise became so more popular than they thought it would. But the story, I think, was meant to be standalone, and they weren't really going to do any DLC. So
It's a DLC, yeah. It's not like a one second game. Yeah.
No, it's not like a. It's not even really. It takes place like after the. It's like a year after the first, like the game itself. So it's like in between the actual ending of Tales of Arise and where the game ends is weird. Where the DLC sits.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I think that's why a lot of people were confused because they're like, why are the characters kind of acting this way and not acting like they think they should? And I think that's why, because it's only been like a year. And we don't get enough time with one of the new characters. I think they should have like fleshed that character out a little more than they did. But it is what it is. Fine. So no one's playing any games?
I like Soul Calibur 6.
Oh my god. Roger, stop.
Oh, I'm playing a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, I always see Koyomi going live playing randomly.
I played through Remake, and now I was playing through the demo.
Oh, you're playing the remake again?
Yeah, I'm close to beating it.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
at all.
no one should be surprised.
I'm playing Persona 3 Reload.
I am as well.
Yep, it's really, really good.
Nice.
I like it.
I did play Doki Doki Literacy Club.
Oh, did you? Did you play through it?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm fainting right now. Roger played something other than Soul Calibur 6.
That's a thing?
What? It is?
And they were, I don't know.
Are you gonna play Unicorn Overlord though? Like, are you gonna play it, Roger?
I'm thinking about buying it.
Are you? Holy crap! You're buying a game that isn't Soul Calibur 6.
Jenny, one is buying, the other's playing.
That's true.
I think it's put out by Switch. You know, it's a possibility I can turn on the Switch again.
There's a demo for it too, Roger, that you can try. I haven't tried the demo. Maybe today. I'll try it.
Yeah, if you actually want to buy the game or not, play the demo.
Well, I already pre-ordered the game, but hey, you know.
I'm talking about Roger here. Yeah.
Oh.
we know you gonna play, Jenny.
I'll play it eventually. I have such a backlog now that I'm drowning in RPGs.
Welcome
like,
to the
help
age.
me!
I'm excited for Stellar Blade.
Oh, I'm sure there's reasons for that.
Brandon,
two very important reasons.
Oh my god.
Me and Ed are the same. We're like, we know.
Stellar Blade looks really good though. Just the story looks interesting.
Really good.
Oh yeah, really
I see Domino's like rubbing her hands together like, yes. Like,
Oh my gosh.
I saw that game in Domino. That's who I thought of you. Like I did. I was like,
Yeah, when I first saw the first trailer, I was like, "Oh, hey, now why are we talking about this one?"
Funny.
So you pre-ordered.
The other one I got excited about for the announcement. It was like out of nowhere. This was a few announcements back, not just recently, but when they did the commercial for shoot, what's it called? Death Stranding 2. I was like, oh my god, I recognize
Oh
the
yeah,
song
I
in the
cannot wait.
background. I heard the song in the
So
background.
excited. That game looks so good.
And I was like, I know that song. And so before they even put they didn't even say it. They just put DS2, and I was like, I know what that means.
Excited for his new game he's working on. That's like,
Oh, that crazy looking one? Yeah.
yeah, the one where there's like somebody in a room and they're just repeating like.
Yeah. That one looks
Yeah,
crazy. I don't know
so
where he's
interesting,
going with
yeah.
that. I know he gets
I
a
don't
lot of
know.
flack for his narrations, but man, I live for his narrated games.
Well, apparently that's going to be a launch title on the PlayStation 6.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
Which I'm not surprised. He's all about being the launch title guy.
He's working on a movie too. I watched his I listened to his podcast, and I guess there or like some video stream or something. It's about a week and a half ago, and they were talking about all these projects he's working on. I guess he's writing like a novel or something, and then he's also doing a movie with like Amazon or Disney or somebody. I think it's Disney.
I have not played Death Stranding, I will
Oh,
admit.
it's so good.
I was laughing because I was watching people just rage when they were playing the game because they would have all the packages and they would just fall off a cliff or like, whatever.
It's like a psychological like thriller like.
Is it a shooter though? Is it a shooter?
No, it's kind of like an Amazon.
Okay.
It's like an Amazon Prime delivery transport game.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's classified as a walking simulator.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I take one package at a time and not 50 million of them?
You could.
I don't think you'll choose to.
I don't know. It depends
Okay.
on if they ordered Prime, so you know.
But it's the story that goes along with it too is just fantastic so far.
Okay.
I haven't finished it, but
Oh, okay.
fairly far. It's one I always come back to again. I restarted it from the director cut edition.
What'd you say, Ed? What?
It's amazing. Get the director's cut. Play it. You love it.
Yeah.
I have the regular edition, I think, and then I never bought the director's cut. I don't think. I don't remember.
I restarted from the director cut.
Okay, is that one better, like in some way, like, or is it?
Yeah,
just...
there's different. I don't know. You guys can describe better because you all finished it.
Jenny, there's a man taking a shower you get to see.
Yes.
Oh, wait, what?
Do it willingly, several times.
Willingly, what?
Yeah.
I thought that was in the original too.
It was.
It probably is.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
There's probably
that
other
should
little
sell.
life improvements besides that. Alright, I'm writing it down. I'm getting on it.
If you look at things too long, you will get punched.
Is anyone getting the new Ease game?
Yes.
I want a limited edition set.
Yeah.
I'm waiting, because NIS said they're going to announce one. They just haven't yet.
They were going to make one.
Already.
They just released Trails of Cold Steel for
I thought
the PS5, too.
Maybe they just announced they're going to. But yeah.
Yeah, they just announced it like yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're making an adult figure, by the way. I'm very excited. So they're making a figure of him. Kota Bakia just from Ease 8.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
I'm trying to remember if I pre-ordered Trails of Daybreak yet. I should probably log in.
I already ordered it, yeah, a while back. And then I ordered the other one, Legend of, I can't remember.
Okay, I did. We're good. That was October 15th. God dang.
Which Tales game? Or Trails?
Through Daybreak. Trails Through Daybreak.
That's the new Trails, basically. They just keep pumping them out.
Well, they already
keep making them
from Japan, actually, so.
Yeah. Bad. It doesn't take long.
Like, I want to get into Trails, and I'm like, that's a lot of a commitment right there. I don't know.
Do the commitment. You know you can.
Well, I committed to Yakuza, so there's a chance I can do it at some point, but right now...
fancy, they got fancy pint glasses there now. They look really nice.
For what?
Trails of Daybreak.
Oh, do they? Little glasses?
Why?
They got murked.
No, but they're nice. They look nice. I don't
It's
know if I'm
not
gonna buy
Yakuza.
Yakuza. No, it's
Six
not.
had shot glasses.
Oh, it did. Yeah, that just came with the collector's edition. Yep.
Yeah.
6 was pretty good.
Yeah,
The man who was raised his name, I was kind of just rushing through that game because I wanted to get ready for like Infinite Wealth. So I was like, I better play it right now.
Infinite Wolf's good.
I have heard that one got what on Metacritic. What was it at? Was it 89 or 90 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, they all sold 1 million. It was all back to back. It was like Infinite Wealth sold 1 million, Persona 3 Reloaded did, and Grand Blue Fantasy Relinked.
Like, it's not like super huge numbers but for the genre, that's pretty good.
For the genre,
Really
yeah,
good.
that's pretty good. I mean, and we don't even know where it'll be like at the end of the year or so.
Yeah.
For it to be that soon. Everybody was buying all 3 is what it is. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh yeah.
And then, everybody's going to forget about that stuff once Rebirth comes out.
Oh my lord.
They're going to be like pushing that all to the side going, I'll come back to it.
What's gonna happen? Yeah.
Yeah, always have it.
Totally is.
I got my days ready. I'm ready. Like, I'm going to take a couple days.
Off.
See, I didn't do that, but I'm going to take a couple off.
Yep. I'm hoping I can 100% complete it.
Well, I have to put my vacation in during a certain time period. So, and after that, it's like first come, first serve.
I may not play right away, but I at least have a statue to fondle.
Me too.
Well,
Me too. Oh my god. You too. That's hilarious. You guys are funny.
I can't wait. Some of the bonus items for some of the other editions I got are going to be.
What are you getting? Like, what are the other bonus items so I can, be jealous that I don't have them?
So let me see if I can pull this up.
There you go.
I already bought the deluxe edition and the collector's edition. That's enough for me. Yeah.
Sure, because they made more than 8.
Well, I might be able to get the item separately later. Like some people, sometimes they release it without it. I don't have to have another thing of the game over and over again.
You need like 8 copies of the game.
I do? No. If you saw my shelves right now, they're busted. No. No.
Jenny, no.
I did make some extra room though, so there is, there is a possibility.
I buy multiples of the games for, and that's Silent Hill, and that's not Final Fantasy.
Well, no, it is not.
Only Silent Hill.
Anime.
Well, maybe Sakota too. See, Konami has so many good properties that they just are dumb. Konami,
they dropped the ball.
You're dumb.
They dropped the ball.
Sakota, I sure did drop the bomb on that one.
Mm-hmm.
At least Silent Hill comes out every so often with something.
Are we gonna get Suikoden like ever?
Again?
Like the remaster? Yeah.
We've been waiting, Roger, for Silent Hill content. We've waited a very long time. I think it's like 13 years. We finally got. All we got so far is Ascension, which is a weird interactive community. I like it though. It's interesting.
Okay.
And then we got a free game. We did get a free game. If you have PS5, they did release Lost Message, which is.
I want to watch it. Yeah, I'd like to watch that. I don't think I'd want to play it, but I wouldn't mind watching it.
I remember seeing something called like The Village, something like that.
That one looked kind of neat.
That's
or not that one. It was another one, the Japanese looking one. Looked kind of cool.
It's called Silent Hill F.
F. Okay.
The last one I played was the I think it was called The Room.
Yeah, that's the one I played.
Oh, The Room is weird. Yeah, I watched somebody play that. And I'm like, this is trippy.
Yeah. The Room is weird.
It was weird.
Of it, though.
The only one I didn't like was the one that came out on the Vita, called it's either Book of Memories or Book of Shadows. I get that confused all the time. And it was basically like a Diablo meets Gauntlet Legends meets Dungeon Crawler.
That's kind of cool.
I mean, as a game, sure. But as a Silent Hill game, why?
It wasn't what you wanted, is what you're saying.
It's not a Silent Hill game.
It didn't feel. It didn't feel Silent Hill.
The only thing that was Silent Hill was the look of it, and they remixed some songs. That was it.
Wow.
See, the only horror games I beat is like Fatal Frame. Fatal Frame always sucks me in, and I gotta know what happens, and I gotta beat it.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Like all the other ones, I'll just watch them.
1, 2, and 3.
know.
I have one that's Scarlet Butterfly, and another one.
Butterfly is probably the best, in my opinion, out of the entire franchise because it's.
I haven't beat 3. That's the one I keep kind of getting into it, and then I do something
It
else.
felt like fan service to me. Like it was just fan service with Spook. Where one was an actual ghost story, which I thought was cool. She's going to find her brother. And then the second one was about an actual ritual in a village that went wrong, which is really well done. And then 3 went on this weird tangent where they connected them, and then the last 2 are like another separate thing, and they're fine, but I feel like they don't feel as original as it did when they did the first 2.
I think the only one is 5. I remember 5. I kept playing it, but I kept going, why are you going back to the mountain? Get out of the house and move somewhere else. Like, because they would bring the person back and the person would get taken again. And I'm like, just to give them a reason to go back
I mean, it didn't
to the mountain again.
The stories felt very convoluted, and whereas in the original,
there are some good parts though. Like I was walking up the mountain and I heard a noise, and I'm like, "What is that?" And then just screaming, just somebody jumping from the top of a high cliff, and it's their ghost sliding down the mountain and to their death. It's like, oh my god, this is terrifying. So
sorry about that, guys. My internet went down. It crashed. It was really weird.
Oh, no worries.
But anyway.
No.
Yeah, so these are the 2 I posted in the chat. The 2 artworks that are going to be LP sized for the soundtrack for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's the Amazon Japan editions. The CD. Let's see. I'm trying to think. CD Japan has one that I got for both the soundtrack and the game, and I'm trying to think. The soundtrack comes with, it's the Loppy store bonus, and it is.
I don't really like the second artwork, to be honest, because you're not really seeing the characters, just the back of them. But the one of Aerith is beautiful, and I might have to look for this one somewhere. But
looking at your links and stuff, I have to admit that is probably the nicest Marin figure I've seen so far.
Cool. Yeah, I thought that was cool, and it's not too expensive either.
Which one?
Yeah, which one?
If you scroll up,
if you scroll up, there's a Marin figure. It's like 4,800 yen, I think.
Sitting on a chair. That's actually probably the nicest Marin figure I've seen yet.
Her face looks okay for being a prize figure. I'm assuming she's a prize figure.
That's actually decent.
She looks more content there, I guess.
The other
content, like just kind of calm and not being as energetic as she normally is.
Yeah,
she's just chilling. It looks okay.
For
the other, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm worried that it would actually match execution of the concept picture there.
Yeah.
Given that it is a price range.
Yeah, that's
true.
That is a risk.
Wait till it comes out. Look at some, photos of it or like reviews of it. That's what I normally do with figures now. Just wait for them to come out sometimes. See if they look good.
The Amazon US Store Edition comes with a PlayStation controller skin. I think that one may still be available, but yes, I did pre-order that one too.
Right. That's still available.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
I know.
No.
GameStop has a hat.
Yeah, I saw it. It's stupid too.
It's kind of.
Nah. I mean, but I could see some people. If you like hats, you'll buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
just not a hat person.
I got the Amazon Japan store one, and that came with a clear file. And then let's see.
Is it a clear file of one of these arts right here that you're showing, or something different?
No, I think it was different. Let me pull it up here. Yeah. Hang on. I think that's the store I got.
It comes with the square, like the one from the square, like the one from the store, like the Square Enix store. If you buy the CD there, like just the CDs.
Yeah. I think that may be the one I'm thinking of. I think it's just the regular key art with Cloud and Zack and Sephiroth
Oh,
on it.
okay.
No, they're
And
good
then
characters. I'm just kidding.
Ah, the best characters in Domino.
Sephiroth's all you need, and Zack. Screw
Oh
Cloud.
my god.
The other one is gosh, let me pull this up real quick. Let's see. Just have to log in real quick. Because the Loppy one also included a DLC for a Posh Chocobo. It's like a pink purplish Chocobo DLC. Yeah. Let's see.
That's different.
Yeah.
It's for the cosmetic kind of thing, because I remember that you can dress up your chocobos now and stuff, and different hats and clothes and
Yeah,
stuff,
I'd rather
I
have
think.
the skin controller than that.
And then the
I mean, at least it's something, right?
yeah.
I'd rather have the other thing he showed up here, which whatever those are, I guess posters or
The
They're LP size mega jacket cases.
those look better.
yeah.
Look better.
The Square Enix store, the one I got through CD Japan, had an acrylic.
And
It was like a keychain, I think.
oh, a keychain.
Keychain.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull it up.
That's
Wow,
weird.
This is weak.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here, let me post the link here.
I wonder if they'll get some of the stuff on Ami Ami. Sometimes that happens.
It's like a rubber keychain thing of Cloud. Here's the picture. But also includes some of the DLC.
Okay.
And then the other one I got was Best Buy. I don't know if anyone got the copy from Best Buy.
Yeah, I did.
That one has a
Steelbook. Yep, the Steelbook. A lot of us wanted the Steelbook.
Tifa, Aerith, and Sephiroth.
Mm-hmm. That's the best one in my opinion.
That's also
This.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I got the let's see.
Oh, I like the little cloud keychain. Why is it so cute?
I know, right? Some of the store bonuses for the Square Enix store that they did that I actually did not get.
Uh-oh.
See if I can
Uh-oh.
pull this
Something. There's just too many, man.
No, you
What?
gotta
I know.
go all in. Come on.
Yeah, I know,
Oh
right?
my god.
It's for the soundtrack. But it is mini memo pads. They did them for remake.
Oh, I did see that.
And there's separate store bonuses. So like, let's see. This one is from the Square Enix store, and this features Stamp. Let me see if I can pull up.
Oh, the dog or whatever. Is that what that is? Yeah.
Let's see. There's Stamp right there.
Okay.
This one is
There's
actually-
so much stuff. 20
Still
years
available.
later.
I know, right?
There's a lot.
This one is. Let's see.
Well, that's fancy.
They must have sold out of the other ones.
Uh-oh.
Hang on. Oh wait, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. Let's see. Rebirth.
Whichever
Okay,
sold
here we
out
go.
was the most popular.
Yeah. So a lot of the other Japanese stores feature different mini memo pads. So like Tower Records has one with a chocobo on it. And this one's kind of cute. This one is that.
I like the keychain.
That's
Yeah, I do
The cloud
too.
keychain.
Animate store has a cactar.
Oh, these are keychains or?
Yeah, they're
No,
keychains.
No, these are mini memo pads.
Oh, memo pads. That's right.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Let me.
Which you can never use. You'd just be sitting it on a shelf. That'd be all you could do with it.
Hey. It'll be doing more than sitting on the shelf. You'll be looking at the shelf.
Oh.
That's right. All right, guys, I got to go. I will see you guys next time. Enjoy the rest of the podcast, everybody on YouTube, and thank you guys for having me.
All right. See you later.
Yeah, bye, Brandon. I gotta leave.
Oh, see you later.
Bye, guys.
So, like,
bye.
Have a good day.
You too, guys.
This is like the mini memo pad from Final Fantasy 16. This is Torgal.
Oh, those are cute. Yeah.
This is one from the Square Enix store, I think. This was Tifa Lockhart's boots. And a lot of these are.
That's weird.
Yeah.
This was
Not her, but her boots. Like what?
This was actually.
We could give you Tifa, but you only get her boots.
Yeah.
This is actually artwork that's featured in the game in the jukebox.
Oh, is it really? Okay, maybe that's
okay.
why. All right.
So is this one? This is
Strange artwork to have, but okay.
This is Wu Tai. I don't know if
Oh,
you've
okay.
seen
You
that,
can.
but
Kind of.
Kinda.
it's Leviathan.
Oh, I see Leviathan now.
Yeah, so a lot of the Japanese stores did kind of the same thing for Rebirth, where they released mini memo pads. So like Rakuten Books has one, and it's Bomb. Let me see if I can pull this one up. This one's cool. I like this one a lot. But yeah, some of the other ones I got for the game was obviously the digital, because that includes 3 summon DLCs. And then what was the other one I got? There's another one. I can't remember.
You're gonna have like 50 versions of the CD.
I know. Yeah, it's gonna be wild. So yeah, I mean there were a lot of releases for it.
I might have to get the CD set though, because the music is sounding pretty good. Where I might have to
Get the
urge.
special edit version, because that's an 8 CD set and it comes in a Buster stored packaging, just like Remake did. And
Yeah, I didn't buy the remake soundtrack. I just didn't. I don't know why. I have 15, but I think with 15 you got like music from all of Final Fantasy, like everything.
you did, yeah.
And I think that's why I grabbed that one specifically. But I don't know. I might.
Trying to think, the soundtrack one with the jackets, I think they may still be available on CD Japan. Let's see.
Is that the one that's different? Like it's better than getting it from like the Square Enix store?
Well, this is the Japanese version. So like, you wouldn't get those LP size jacket cases. You would get something different.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I think with the Square Enix store, I think the soundtrack. Let's see.
So it won't look the same.
No, the packaging will look the same. The bonuses will be different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like, here's the special edit version off the Square Enix US site. I love the packaging on this. It's just gorgeous. It looks just like Remix.
I know 16 looked really nice where I just wanted to get it for the packaging.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did for Remake and Rebirth. Looks like the special edit version is still available.
On the Square Enix store, or?
Yep, and you get the stamp sticker. It looks
okay.
So you get this one here. You also get a special 8th disc that has other music in it. Usually it's from like the jukebox or whatever, because that's what they did for Remake, or it was stuff that they like didn't release in the actual game, but they made it for the game, kind of thing.
Yeah, the one thing I wish I would have grabbed ages ago was the, what is it, Live Alive or whatever, or Live Alive. They had the you could get the soundtrack for a while. I saw it, and I wish I would have picked it up, but.
Yeah, it's amazing how fast those things.
It wasn't on the store. It was only on like from Japan where I could get it, but then it was just gone.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a really nice collector's edition. We just got the game. So.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. Where they got a bunch of extra stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes they get just really cool stuff that we just don't get. So.
That's so true.
Yeah, they do.
Really, especially for games, you know? Like,
yeah, Nocturne got like a really cool release where the set itself looked like I can't remember. I think it looked like the save point for the game, and it was really cool. But we just got the game, basically.
So it looks like the Amazon Japan edition for those LP-sized jackets are no longer available.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they've sold out.
Not surprised.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm looking at their site. CD Japan has them sold out, but then looking at Amazon Japan's website, and it looks like they may be sold out too. Yeah, currently unavailable.
Yep. But at least I'd have the artwork here. It looks like it at least comes on the packaging itself, too.
Yeah.
You just don't get the bigger thing for it, I guess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, unless I look for it somewhere else, it's probably the price will be jacked up, but...
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, wait. I found it. This is just the regular version. This isn't the special edit with the special packaging. So this is the one that has the LP size mega jacket cases. It just wouldn't be the Buster Sword packaging in the 8th disc. It'd just be the regular edition.
Oh, okay. But at least you'd get the extras, basically.
Get the extras.
So I'd have to buy it twice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only 2
Yep.
discs, Jenny.
Yeah, really.
That's nothing.
Yeah, there's so much I want right now. God.
I do have to drop, so I'm going to say goodbye.
Okay.
But it was fun.
I feel bad for you. We didn't talk about figures enough for you.
Oh, no, that's fine. I enjoyed it. It was a good conversation.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Yeah, I get a jet also, you guys.
Alright. I guess
All right.
end it here
It
then.
looks like a good time then.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thanks for joining.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a great day,
You too.
everyone, and to everyone listening.